Okay, so hi everyone, good morning and welcome back in today's class. Today we are on the day number 42 and today is the last day or the last class of this batch. We have we have only two topics left. We'll start with the first topic that is called the HRSD, Human Resource Service Delivery. In the last 40 days, what we see in service now? We see a different flavors of service now. Like you can provide the services to the IT companies or the IT employees. That is the one thing. You can provide your services to the company who are purely in the infra part, or you're helping companies or your customers or service clients to maintain their infrastructure. That is ITOM. Then we see that how I can do governance, risk and compliance. What is the authority documents? What are the controls? What are the policies? What is the risk management? What is the policy management? What is the compliance? We see all these things so that we should be on the in the standardized format. We see something on the business management as well. If I want to run a project, what I need, how I need to track, where I can track all the information. And then finally today and we also discuss about the customer services. My company, my client is providing services to their end user, to their customers, to their consumers. How I can maintain that things in service now. These things we discuss. Now today we are going to be discussed with the HRSD, Human Resource Service Delivery. HR, neither a CSM part, neither they worried about the infrastructure, neither they worry about the laptop or desktop or change or something. They are mainly concerned, they are mainly worried about that how I can onboard a candidate in my company. If you remember that earlier, approximately 5-6 years back, or maybe more than that, if you apply for a job, you get selected. HR send an email with a big list of documents. Please send me all these documents. You send it. You scan, you photo state, or you do something and you send it to them. But now if you notice, even though still few companies are using the same format, but many have changed the format as well. What they do, they even did not release your offer letter, physical copy. They send you a link and say, boss, this is the link which is belong to you. Go here and upload all your documents in this particular link. Once you do that part, it will trigger for approval. Approval comes, CTC fix. Then you will get a copy. Then you get an offer letter on the same link as well. If you want, you can download. But I am not going to send anything to you, the physical copy. Due to pandemic, it has been stopped as well. So it means now the thing is that all these actions they are tracking somewhere. They need some tool. They need some software. They need some application. Multiple names as we discussed, these are the multiple names. Someone say tool, someone say application, someone say software, someone say maybe XYZ things we can say. Okay, then ServiceNow think that why not I should start these services? Why should not I build my own product which help to my company's employees to track the things in a better manner? Maybe if you notice, suppose if you are applying for a job, you sometime if you click on the apply, they redirect to some links. There's a few links which I know, smart recruits, jobs deep करके है, or multiple links are there. Workday is a software to maintain all these things as well. So in the same manner, ServiceNow also have this tool. Now suppose if you are onboarded, what is the primary thing you'll be looking for? Let again go back to the same example. When I joined company in 2009, 2009 or 10 की जब बात है ये, ठीक है? Definitely, I was in MNC, so they have these processes already on the place. But I worked in a company as well where they don't have any process. For the leave, I need to send an email to my manager. Hello, Mr. This, I am informing you that I will be on leave on this particular date. And he or she need to be track the leaves over the email only. If I want to know any policy, पहले तो हम फ्रेशर होता है, हमें पता नहीं तो पॉलिसी होती क्या चीज है, क्योंकि चिंता ही नहीं होती. We are just worried about the money कि चलो भाई पैसा आ रहा है, जॉब लग गई, पैसा आना शुरू हो गया. But when you become laterals, lateral सबसे पहले पॉलिसी पढ़ता है. What is the policy of this company? Is it be giving me a good bandwidth, a good growth in many factors? Then I will join this company. Okay. So now if I want to be go out on the policy, either I send an email to HR, please I want to know this policy or I want to know these things. HR क्या करेगा, 5 लाइनें मुझे कॉपी पेस्ट करके भेज देगा, काम खत्म. But there is some policy document in the background. Mid-term appraisals कैसे होंगे? They have the policy. How a person can be terminated, how a person will get the bonus, how a person will get to the next appraisal cycle, how a person will get promotion, progression, band change, designation change, project change. Everything they have written, and these are called the policies. Policy means rules which need to be there to drive the system. पॉलिसी खुद कुछ काम नहीं करती, पॉलिसी सिर्फ एक रूल होता है जो ड्राइव करता है अपने सिस्टम को. Okay, then you say, Atul, I want to take a leave. Nowadays, what we have a complete leave management system in our companies. You go, you put your date, you put your timing, half day, full day, and you submit. It get approved in the timesheet. It come automatically. So all these things which I be doing were done manually. Now ServiceNow bring everything in their own bucket, and they release a product. A complete specific product is called the HRSD. Like in the ITBM, we have a tables for the business management, PPM tables are there. In the HRSD, we have a table started with the HR underscore something. HR core, like we have a task as a core table for the ITSM. In the same manner, we have a core table in HR that is called the HR underscore core, which you extend and you can create your own tables. So in this coming next 15-20 minutes, we are going to be explore these things. Not in depth, what I know I'll show you, but what we can do that part. Now the question comes. So the way we have a ITSM ka portal, the way we have a CSM portal, the same way we have a HR portal as well. कि भाई कुछ तो चाहिए ना, एम्प्लॉय कहाँ जाके रिक्वेस्ट फेस करेगा, ठीक है. So let me log in here. Number one, for the PDI perspective, you need to be activate the plugin of the HR. Multiple plugins are there, but HR core is the main plugin which you have to be activate. Once you activate that, post that you can do another on the top of that. Let me see if I remember correctly. There's a portal called HR or not. इसका कोई portal है. Let me see that which portal name they have. Okay. Now first go to the portals only. Or they have a ESM, I guess, right? ESM is the portal, right? ESM is the ESM भी नहीं है क्या? Wait. ESM is the latest concept in the market. Enterprise Service Management. Let me see. Do we have plugin or not? We have enterprise strategy. No, I guess we don't. I don't have plugin. ESS is there. Something there which I know. Okay, let's go here only then. Let's see what portal are there in the meantime. Let me check on the Google. HRSD portal link in service. Use underscore user portal. ठीक है, देखते हैं इसमें, यहाँ चलते हैं पोर्टल्स में, ठीक है। EMP हो सकता है, नहीं, दैट इज एम्प्लॉय पोर्टल theme can be this. Maybe EMP is the one portal I can say. You can see an employee portal, right? ESC, Employee Center, right? ESC. This is a portal from the HR perspective, you can see. Because this is a employee centric. Till now, any doubt, any question anyone has?
जैसे /SP से सर्विस पोर्टल आता था वैसे ही इनका है क्या?
Correct. ESC से आता है ये. This one. Now, if you want to request, let's see what request I am seeing here. I guess someone changed this theme and all the things for my portal. Let me see catalog here. Same catalog. I guess someone make a change on my these things. Let's see if anything I can see here. This one I'm talking. This a portal will look like this only. You can use HR service portal self-service to this HR ticketing page. This is a portal actually. Let's see what else are there. Let's try to open EMP, or maybe someone changed this part, so I'm not able to see EMP. What else is there? Let's see. Program. नहीं, यही इन दोनों में से एक होना चाहिए, एम्प्लॉय पोर्टल. हाँ, this is again not this is EMP part. नहीं, ये तो एम्प्लॉय का दूसरा हो जाएगा. देखिए इसमें कैटलॉग में कुछ आता है क्या? Because that is, but yes, a portal is available in ServiceNow for the HR as well, where you can go and you can do your things for the HR perspective. So this is for the employee where they can order something, school admission service, not training. No, not this one. नहीं यार, इसमें और तो कुछ मुझे ऐसा नहीं मिल रहा जो I can show you. PPM, learn, grow, employee portal नहीं, knowledge planning भी नहीं है, benchmark नहीं. Either someone change.
हमें स्कोप चेंज तो नहीं करना ना सर?
नहीं, स्कोप चेंज नहीं करना, स्कोप नहीं. See, this can be see. Let's try to change the scope as well. अच्छा, resource. Let's say for the core. क्योंकि उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा यहाँ पे यार. Value 34, value 34 here. This one you can see. I have only one doubt that someone changed this thing for me. ESC वाला जो था हमारा.
Employee Service Center.
Yes. Yeah. ECS theme, Employee Center. Because if I remember, ECS or ESM or EMS Enterprise, ESP भी नहीं है क्या? Because I remember that earlier we are doing some R&D in official troubleshooting something we're doing. So someone give a demonstration on HR part, and then I see that okay, we have this thing. Maybe I don't have that plugin installed, Enterprise Service Management, and it's not becoming like that here. Okay, so but I'll take you here. So something you will get like this. So like we have a service, like we have a SP portal, in the same manner we have a portal for the HR. Okay, and you can see the articles, you can see the profiles of HR profile, you can see the cases which you raise. Okay, now in HR as well, we don't raise the incident, we raise the case. You can put submit question answer, you can see your locations, you can chat with the HR specialist, and you can go for the benefit. Like I want to see the insurance policy. I want to go for the top up medical insurance kind of things. You can go that part. Let me see if I can get here something. What you can say the check ticket with different persona. Yes, definitely. I know that I can see here, but what is the link for this? What is giving me are here? Standard ticket and ticket enabled. देख लो पूरे ऊपर कहीं लिंक नहीं है कि कौन सा लिंक है इसमें कि बंदा ढूंढ ले कहीं से जाके. Let me try again. मुझे था कि शायद मैंने एक्टिवेट कर रखा है. एक्टिवेट एम्प्लॉय सेंटर. हाँ ये एम्प्लॉय सेंटर है तो सही है. I guess we are on the right track, but हमारे यहाँ पर किसका कॉल आ गया? Okay. Coming here back. Nice. So these are saying that employee center core. Maybe this is the right, but it is not working as expected for me.
You have a plugin, proper plugin, core plugin
Yes, yes.
installed.
अगर plugin नहीं होगा तो आपको portal भी नहीं दिखेगा. This portal is coming from the plugin itself.
Okay.
So like this, you can see here. Maybe someone changed this. Create a customer case as sent training नहीं ये भी नहीं है. So like this, matching gift policy and forum. I want to see that if someone gives me something or how I can do that particular policy. So they have knowledge articles on that place. So these are the articles here. You want to see the policy for the bereavement leaves, employee anti-harassment, all
Any
this.
reason
So
that on HRSD tickets ना बन के cases बनते हैं ऐसा क्यों?
नहीं, just a differentiation, nothing much. Because if you talk to anyone in the form of the incident, the first thought go in his mind is that it is a IT related part. That is the thing. So to differentiate between IT and the other stuffs, they have a different terms. In IT, it's incident. In layman language, or in the other case things, it called as a cases here. Okay, so now you can see here something we can see like this. These are the kind of articles available. So we are on the right track, but not sure that why this catalog is not visible to us. Maybe it is not enabled in my instance or something is there. Let me change it to the what is the policy? This thing, na? Employee center core application. Let me try to change it. इससे फर्क तो कुछ नहीं पड़ेगा, आई एम श्योर, बट एक बार हम ट्राई कर सकते हैं. कहाँ गया? क्योंकि यहाँ पे आई एम एबल टू सी एवरी कैटलॉग. हो सकता है कि मैंने सारे कैटलॉग यहाँ पे डाले भी हों. Okay, we get something here, employee data management. This thing you can see, employee data management. You can click here, employee profile update. Now this is the catalog item which is not coming from the IT. This is specifically for the HR perspective. So again, where we started that, okay, we have a portal. Yes, we have a portal which we called as a ESC specifically, and here you can go and update your profile. These things, and maybe then it will go for the approval as well. It raise a case and it go for the approval. That is the first thing. Now if I come to the native view here, let me show you this thing. So this thing you can see HR, you have to create the HR profiles, because and in the HR as well, there's a lot of things need to be do. That he's the HR from the finance, he's HR from the employee, he's HR from the what I can say from the technical part. So multiple things are there. HR can see a lot of things which a user or normal employee cannot see here. And if you see here HR, how you can see the payroll cases. This is an employee centrally, right? This is the right thing. My new case. UC पे जाके बोलेगा ये SC से वो ठीक है. ठीक है. Now, if you want to raise a new case, so let me show a little form level, because this is the thing which I know. I can just only tell these things. Search for the employee for which you want to raise a change. I want to raise a change for the learn and grow. Another reason can be I am a user here who is from the ITSM. Maybe in my profile I don't have a HR profiles, HR roles in me, and the reason I'm not able to see the catalogs in the background. So here I can go and raise a case. What type of case? Payroll, talent management towards ISA, it's a payroll case. Okay. Which service it's impacting? Direct deposit inquiry, you have, right? Suppose you get a salary at the end of the month and you see by salary slip that no, it is not the right. Maybe something is not given to me, some bonus is missing, my night shift is allowance is missing, all the things. So these things come under the services or COE on the top of first. That was the main core case, and then in the service, that which service I'll be doing here. So I'm raising a case on the payroll disparity. So I'm sure by seeing these cases, you will be able to understand the same thing we do in our offices as well. Maybe I can try to change the COE to the reward case. Now these things will be changed. This thing payroll का चाहिए, मुझे retirement का reward चाहिए, मुझे beneficiary add करना है, मुझे beneficiary inquiry करना है. ठीक, these things. So in short, what I want to tell you here, the things which you do in your company as an employee for the HR, the same thing you can do here as well. The only thing is that we have to be set up the process. We have to be set up the tool first, and then our HR can use that part. So maybe let's say I want to put beneficiary added. Now create a case for me. Same thing can be happen from here as well. ECS. Let me try to update my profile as well. In the meantime, let's see if some luck will work with me. So it is creating a case for me now. Let me give myself all the HR rules. At least admin बनके मैं portal तो check कर पाऊंगा अपना. So now you can see the case has been created, is in the draft state. Press the ready for work button to change this part. And now you can see how many fields are being put it here. What skill is required to sort out this? This required the HR benefit. ये किसके लिए है? ये आपके लिए नहीं, ये HR के लिए है ये field. कि बॉस जिसका skill HR benefit है, Remember, yesterday we studied about the skill management in CSM. Skill management is the workforce optimization. The same concepts work here as well. Okay, then you can see under beneficiary modify what benefit plan you are looking for. Maybe I can just put it here. I am looking for the 2020 vision plan. Something maybe my company is providing a policy to me. Source, how you raise, I raise is a self-service. And then you can see here, these are the checklist. This is complete configuration part. My dear friends, it is complete configuration part. इसमें कुछ भी अभी तक कस्टमाइजेशन नहीं, सारा configuration है. I'm not sure from where it is becoming. Now you can see on the table, it's coming HR core case table dot reward underscore reward. Concepts are same. Let's see related list. Emergency contact for this particular person. Maybe he raised an issue and he's not well. He's not responding on my query. So I should have this thing. Any knowledge, any request item, any similar case for different employees. Why I'm able to see? Because I'm an admin here. Let me put some more roles for me here. I'm going to reset my system to this instance today. Let's see, I want to put HR rule. कुछ नहीं HR का. ठीक है, नहीं होगा भाई, चलो छोड़ो. ठीक है. So all these things you can do it now. Ready for? Go ahead.
कुछ क्रिएट तो नहीं करने पड़ेंगे रोल्स वगैरह?
नहीं, nothing creation नहीं चाहिए अभी.
Try with sn.hr.
Maybe that can work. All right. So this one, HR core admin. So multiple roles are there. So you have to be C. Let's see if this will work or not. Thanks, Ankit. You're listening me. Okay, let's save this. Okay, now if I click on the ready to work, it will be start working on that part. That HR start working on this case and they will reply back to employee. And this has been assigned to the this thing. So this is Devguna. It has been assigned to that person. Okay. Now one more thing which I want to show you here, which I was checking yesterday. So here you can see the different type of cases available. HRIT cases, payroll cases, you can see talent management cases, reward cases. All these type of cases are available here, which HR need to be worked. The process will almost same. Draft, ready to work, then it will go for the in progress, and then finally resolve and closed. Okay. Now one thing which I want to be show you here is specifically is from here. कल भी देख रहा था, but I did not pick it up. ठीक है. कितने में अच्छा होगा, इसको थोड़ा सा रिफ्रेश करके देखते हैं. ठीक है. Now let's go for the template. System definition templates कहाँ गया? Not notification यहाँ पर. ठीक है. So now if you notice in the drop down, it's showing me the plans, it's showing me the services. So these are the templates for the same. Suppose one employee send an email to HR. I want to know about my retirement plan. अब HR email पे करेगा तो HR का productivity खत्म हो जाता है. Because the records, the cases are there which help to any record to show that how much productive he is in the system. So what he will do, he will create a case for him and he will use this particular table. SN underscore HR underscore core is a code table here. So we have a templates on the HR part as well. नहीं यार कुछ नहीं दिख रहा इसके अलावा. I'm sure catalog में कुछ गड़बड़ होगी. ठीक है छोड़ो. That's fine for us. Okay. So these are the things. Let me show you. HR underscore core. So these are the tables here. You can see your background check information, acknowledgement received credits, beneficiary, all these things. These are coming from the templates only. So in short, if I say currently in market, HRSD is also one of the hot cake. Many companies are hiring for implementation of this thing. It is easy for those people who are already working as a HR in a company, and if they want to come to the service now, they can pick up this particular stuff here. And this is all about which I know in HR. I put up front for you. Any question, any doubt? Ankit, Ronald, and Surya. It is actually very good topic to be understand. Because the thing is that we are using this day in day out, and now we're implementing this system for our HRs only. Yes, go ahead. Any doubt, any question?
ये तो अपने आप में एक अलग ही हेमिस्फीयर है. Like if you compare with ITSM, it's pretty much on the same structure, on the same table,
yes.
but different meaning, different perception और different working as well. हाँ टिकट रहेगी. इनका तो मेरे को लगता है रिकॉर्ड प्रोड्यूसर भी केसेस वाला ही होगा, फिर इंसिडेंट और सर्विस वाला है.
ऐसा ही होगा. I'm not able to see the record producer. Let me see. Create case. So now you can see here. That is a case for the CSM part it bring for me. So if you want to create a case, you can go ahead and request for a help. You know, this is a new concept has been introduced by ServiceNow. Once you submit this record, it will not give you REQ, RATM, or case or incident number. No, it will give you the universal request number, UNI. It will start from the UNI. If I'm correct here, there's a new feature has been launched by ServiceNow in Rome release or Rome or Cubic only. That is called the universal request. Before that universal request, there is a concept called the new call. Yes, you can see I'm correct here. UR, universal request, because these things work. I show that how it's work. Let me go and show you here. You joined a company, okay, and you don't know anything that it is a incident, it is a request, it is a problem, it is a change, anything. You are a fresher. You just come to the company. You're a fresher. तो आपने क्या किया? आपने गए पोर्टल पे, आपको कुछ समझ में नहीं आया, आपने यहां जाके क्लिक कर दिया, नीचे जाके क्रिएट केस पर आपने एक रिक्वेस्ट एक सबमिट कर दिया. आपने एक रिकॉर्ड सबमिट कर दिया. नॉट इट्स अ रिक्वेस्ट, आई से इट्स यू सबमिट अ रिकॉर्ड. Being a customer, being an employee, you don't care that it is an incident or a problem. You care that it should be resolved. But in the background, if you see, you find it here. And now you can create a HR case for this. You can create an idea for this. Even you can create an incident for this as well. I'm not sure that why it's not coming here. You can create an incident. So now if I click on the create HR case, इसका बहुत बहुत अलग फंड है यूनिवर्सल रिक्वेस्ट का. If you read, you will get to know about these things. See, it is creating a case for me. It says, boss, ये 2 केस ऑलरेडी ओपन है इसके नाम पे.
Can you scroll a little bit up?
You know,
What is a COE? Center of Excellence.
Center of Excellence नहीं है, but यहाँ पर, but it is something, a center of function, something is there, the main functions of HR. Or maybe we can say we call it as a COE as well, Center of Excellence as well. In the HR, I have these many excellencies. So now, if I put this HR case and I put this as a general inquiry and click on the create case, and if I open my this thing, universal request, in the universal request you will find the primary ticket as a HR case number. So this is the functionality which ServiceNow building at point of time. We cannot much discuss on the universal request because it is a complete different concept. Okay, but if you want to tell something that how the ServiceNow is enriching the customer behavior or the user behavior, then you can say that now ServiceNow come up with a concept called the universal request, where as a customer, if I have no idea that it is going in the incident or the problem or the request or the something, I'll go and put a normal request, and it will be the depend on the executive in the background to see that is the incident, is it a change, it is a problem, it is a case, it is a idea for them. So now if you open this universal request, so you will find the primary number has been attached to this thing. But for the user, if I go here, it is still the same number. User को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि पीछे क्या बन रहा है, और उसको चाहिए भी नहीं. How he will track? He will track the information only via the universal record only, nothing else. See, did he know that it is a what I can say, HR case? No, he don't worry about the same. He said, boss, this is my problem, this is my request, this is my record, and do the favor for me. Okay, so this is something I can say. If you want to go, you want to understand this concept, go to one of my videos available on the universal request. Basic understanding will get it from there itself. कि boss है क्या और कैसे काम करता है ये. ठीक है? Any doubt, any question, so that we can proceed further. Okay, thanks, Ronald. Ankit, Surya.
I'm not aware of universal request. I'll definitely read about it, but बाकी वाला part ठीक है.
ठीक है. Good.
I think it has a mainline certification as well, HRSD, na?
Yes. It's a mainline. It's a mainline as well.
That means it's exclusive. That is.
It is a complete mainline, yeah. I'm again saying, don't go for the certifications. Go for the knowledge first. If you have minimum 1 or 2 working experience in HRSD, then go for the certification. Before that, there's a no use. I'm telling you very, very clearly, there's a no use. Okay, let's not go in that discussion. I have a lot of examples on that front. Okay, now come to our next topic. Let's come back here. Change approval policy. What do you mean by the change? Change says if you want to make any kind of a modification. When I say modification, I'm considering addition or deletion or updation in the production system is called the change. And to do that part, we have to do the change. We have to create the change management record. Okay, that we have to do. Now, the thing is that in a change, I want to discuss in depth as well, but let's see how it can be proceed. Okay. In change, let me open a change record. In change, we have a 5 main stages: new, assess, authorize, schedule, implement, review and close. बाकी सब ठीक है, लेकिन ये दो जो स्टेजेस है ना, these are important to understand. I'm sure Ronald and Ankit have a lot of experience in these area, but Surya, let me bring it from your perspective. If you want to make any change in your home, even though it is kind of a just putting one drill, or it is kind of a you're building a new house on the same place, you need a few approvals on the place. The first phase is called the assess. As the name indicates, it is an assessment. Now the question comes, Atul, who do the assessment? In service now, in IT world, in technical world, we called this as the technical assessment. Let's say example, you want to build up a house on the same place where you're living. So what the plan? You will take it everything out, and the old house will be decommissioned, and on the top of that you will start building up that part. Then you invited a architect. He will come and he will try to assess that part. Let's say you are staying on the hilly area. That technical that architect says, sorry Ronald, sorry Surya, don't go for this option. If you scattered everything, if you decommission everything here, it is tough for you to build up a new home on the top of that, because now the land is not that much hard where we can do some kind of a digging easily. Okay. So what he did, he reject your change. Okay. Or let's take example, you're staying in a big city, Bombay or Bangalore kind of city, and you have a big land. You call to the architect, boss, I want to build a 4 or 5 BHK house with the one garage, one small garden and small pool on the top of rooftop. He come, he evaluate the land, he see the environment, he see the atmosphere and see, yes, I'm happy, it can be done. Okay. So he pass your change. अभी change deploy नहीं हुआ. Your house is not start in the operation mode. It's not in the in progress mode. No. अभी सिर्फ assessment चल रहा है. Now after that you call to the bank person because you need the loan. He came, he checked all the litigations on the top of that. Okay, sir, there is no litigation. It is a free. You have the proper documents. Okay, I approve your loan as well. Second assessment has been done. Now things has been done. Now you go to your father or your parents. Dad and mom, I want to build up a house. Now this authorize. In the change management, we call this particular team who work is called the CAB. CAB. There are the multiple meanings of the CAB. Change Advisory Board, Change Authority Board, Change Approval Board. But if you ask me practically, after 7 to 8 years, maybe if you're not, you can be put your thoughts here. I think it should be changed from the CAB to CAB, CAAB, Change Advisory and Authority Board, who advise you that it is good or not, who will approve your change to proceed or not. If they rejected, if the CAB has rejected your change, you cannot proceed. If your parents say no, you cannot build up a house, you cannot proceed with the further things. In this case, all the efforts you put it here will be vain. So this is called the change approval matrix. Any doubt, any question till this point so that I can proceed further? Ankit, Surya, Ronald.
No.
Okay, good. Okay, what do you think, Ronald? I can take your time here. Shall we replace the cap with the CAAB, or it should be only CAB?
Industry concept is CAB.
Okay.
This is a new concept which we can implement if we have the right size of people and the right type of people. There's no hard and fast rule basically.
Okay.
Advisory and authority.
Because the thing is that in one of my account, debate has happened on that. Someone says that SCAB means change advisory board. It means they are not accountable if change fail. You just advise. आपका approval नहीं भी चलेगा तो भी मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. You because you are advisory. When someone change the word from advisory to authorize or the approval board, then the complete picture has been changed. And this concept come in my mind. I did not read somewhere. I just thinking by debate that it should be changed from CAB to CAB now. Double A should be now. Advisory and authority board or the approval board.
I feel there's no hard and fast rules. Like say for example, we also have TAB, which is Technical Advisory Board. That's also
Right.
not mentioned anywhere. But if you want to have that as a concept and it is not delaying your overall process, then it's fine to have it. You can have it as a combined authority.
Authority, right? Okay, good.
It shouldn't delay. That's all. It's lean and agile.
So it means that if I think that it is a good for me, I can replace the words and I can use it, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now the question comes: if I raise any change, how my system know? All remember, ये system है, इंसान नहीं है. ये system है. And how my system know that in the assessment phase I need to go for the Ronald approval? How should I know that in the authorize I need to go to the CAB group approval? And these things has been defined in a workflow first. So let me show you the workflow here. This is pure technical part. इसमें अपना consulting वाला कुछ नहीं है. But हाँ, consulting क्या है? अरे यार कौन है ये? क्या रे प्रवाह संपादक? But I'm impressed that nice Hindi. कार्यवाह संपादक. Workflow management. Okay, so in a workflow, in the meantime, let me open the other thing as well.
हिंदी का plugin भी आता है क्या?
No, I'm sure someone using on the mobile phone and they change it.
Okay.
Because I told them that on the last week I have a that conference, international conference. So I created some dummy users for everyone.
Okay.
And I had to give the admin rights to that. Otherwise they cannot proceed on the workflow and all the things creation part. So किसी ने कुछ कर दिया होगा. Good, that's fine. PDI का ये फायदा भी है. But I'm surprised that okay, it is available in Hindi as well. People can see. Okay, now I'll come here on the workflow. Let me open the normal change. It is already checked out. Good. किसी ने तो checked out किया हुआ है. Okay, so now you can see here, begin change move to assess a requested and it go to change approval policy. ये हमारा topic है, which you want to be discussed now. What is change approval policy? ServiceNow say that if you want 10, 15, 20 approvals in a change, and believe me, I cannot take the accounts or the project or the company name here, but I see a changes. I implemented the change management for a lot of customers, where on a single change, they're sending the change to the 20 groups in the assessment phase. And the count shows 700, 800 as approval. So it happens because their business is so complex that without approvals, without all this approval, they cannot proceed further. So in the workflow, we have a concept called the change approval policy. What the change approval policy do? Change approval policy help you to define or to design your approvals in the background and call them into the workflow. मतलब अब देखो जैसे यहाँ पे देखते हैं, I'm in the normal change. I make a policy name called the normal change policy. There's a no code has been mentioned here. ठीक है, यहाँ पे कुछ कोड नहीं है, मतलब कि अप्रूवल्स कहाँ से आ रहे हैं, कुछ ही फंक्शन है, इस फंक्शन के अंदर वहां डिफाइन किया हुआ है. एंड हाउ दे डिफाइन द फंक्शन? You go here and you open the change approval policy. Which policy we're talking? We're talking about normal change. Let me click on the normal change policy. थोड़ा सा टेक्निकल है, but from the consulting perspective, if your customer says, can we have a multiple approvals on a change? You can say yes, we can do that. But the only thing is that you should ask in which phase you want, assessment or authorize. If someone said, no, Ronald, can you add approval in the authorized phase? Sorry, boss. Authorize only for the cap, not for any other person. If you want, I can configure your approval only and only in the assessment phase. Authorize में आपका approval नहीं जाएगा. ठीक है? And how this policy work? It go here and check these three conditions. What says assess technical approval? सबसे पहला वो कहता है कि अगर आप assessment phase में जा रहे हैं, if you're moving to the assessment phase, so the first level of approval should go to the this thing, assignment group of the change. Assignment group approval. It means on the change form, if you mention any assignment group, so first approval will go to that particular group. It can be batch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which you put, it will pick up it up. So it means the first level can be defined as a runtime. आप यहाँ पे जो group डालोगे, the same group will trigger approval. That is on the assessment phase. And how it's becoming? It's coming from the this particular decision. Okay, it says as soon as the change into the assessment phase, trigger the approval to the this particular group. अच्छा, after that assessment हो गई, उसके बाद क्या करना है? Let's go back. It says low risk manager approval. It means if the risk assessment is low of your change, then whose approval is required? Then it need assignment group manager approval. तो इस ग्रुप का जो मैनेजर, जो आप यहाँ ग्रुप डालेंगे, इसका जो मैनेजर होगा उसका अप्रूवल लगेगा. Clear? Now the thing is that it is totally up to your customer what approval they want. You just ask, okay, tell me in the assessment phase how many approval you want. He says I want Atul 5 approvals, or I want 6 approval. Okay, which approval you want? He says first approval should go to the assignment group. अच्छा जी. Second approval should go to the configuration support group. Okay. Third approval should go to the service support group. Okay. Fourth approval go to the requester manager. Okay. So how this thing can be defined? Because these are the runtime. Today I am raising a change, tomorrow Nald is raising a change, and after Ankit is raising a change, and we all are using the different service, different configuration items, different assignment groups. So these things we have to be defined into the this particular place. And now it's a require cap approval. If once the change has been passed, approved in the assessment phase, it go to authorize. So which group it will go? It will go to the cap approval. This has been fixed. If you want to put some condition that if the category is this, then maybe I can say different cap approval it should go. If the category is X, it should go for different cap approval. So these things you can define into your change approval policy. Why I want to be discuss this? Because when you're doing a consulting on the here, यहाँ पर जब आप customer से बात करते हैं, then you can speak to your technical team as well in the form of the decisions. That boss, I need this approval in a order. ठीक है? So this is more on the technical part, but to add on this part, I started with the these two phases which is required here. Any doubt, any question till this point? Ankit, Surya, Ronald.
On your screen, the stages of the change, these are the out of the box change stages, right?
Complete out of the box.
Nothing has been added.
Nothing.
New, access, authorize, schedule, implement, review, close, and cancel.
Correct. If you want to add, it become a complete customization.
Is change and release part of each other or two different things?
Two different things, but release contains the changes. Changes, if you go for the ITIL term, changes are the small chunks which are going in a production in a one by one manner. But release says when you club all the changes in a one bucket, it become a release. It is very debatable topic sometime. You get confused when you read more about these things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Surya and Ronald.
No questions.
Surya, what do you say?
It's same like that workflow creating thing, but this is a different concept like this, doing the change thing and all. Like I need to go through about this process more.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So with this, I completed
just one thing.
Good.
There should be an assessment questionnaires or document. Can we go through it?
That is called the risk assessment here.
Risk assessment. Sorry, my bad.
That is okay. That is called the risk questions. Let me show you here.
तो वो भी workflow में कहीं बनते हैं या फिर it has to?
It is completely out of the box. But if you want to add any new question, okay, risk change. Go. Risk assessment up. So you can go here. So in the risk assessment, you have to define the questions. Here you can go and do this part. Okay, so now you can see here in the assessment categories, if I scroll down, change risk assessment category, open this. So you will be able to see all the questions which appeared during the risk assessment phase in the change. यहाँ पर ये यहाँ से आता है सारा का सारा risk assessment. So you have for every question you have either minimum either maximum point. And on the total of the answer you have given, your threshold has been decided, which is we saw in the previous window. Let me show you. Let's say, suppose the total become, okay, what is the highest one? 4, 8 or no, 17, and lowest one is the 5. It means if my total answer count is less than 5 or less than 5, then the risk should be low. From 6 till 12, it's a medium. From 12 to onwards, it's a high. So suppose when you're doing a question answer, you say 1, 4, 3, 3, and 3. So तीन हो गए 12 और 4 13 और 14. So now your risk should become high. But how it has been taken care? We have to define the threshold in our risk assessment, and you can see here assessment, threshold assessment. You can see low if the risk answer is 0. तो 0 तो कभी होगा नहीं, minimum 1 तो आपको दे ही रहे हैं. Moderate if the score is 6. High if the score is 11, more than 11. This way your risk assessment has been taken care. So first of all, you have to define the categories, the questions, and then you have to define the thresholds. Maybe if you can open the designer format. I had a video on this as well, because a lot of people say that we want to understand that part. So I done little R&D on that part, and I'll put up into the video as well. So now you can see here the questions जो आपको दिखते हैं ये. So you can design from here as well. Date, time, if you want to put numeric score, you can do that part. But this is a complete manual part. This configuration is completely manual. The threshold is completely manual. But once you decide your threshold, and then if you do the risk assessment on the basis of the question answer, it will show you the risk automatically. Clear, Ankit?
There was a network flip. आपने ये वाला प्लेटफॉर्म जो UI का है वो कहाँ से लेके आए थे सर आप? Risk assessment वाला?
So you can go
हम
here.
तो table देख रहे थे ना.
नहीं, you can go in the risk assessment and click here.
Yeah, I did in assessment designer.
Designer,
Okay.
Okay. Then it will open this window for you and it will be work. Ankit, Surya, Ronald, any doubt, any question?
So this change risk thing is also a plugin, Nathan?
Yes, it is a plugin as well. It is out of the box as well. It is a plugin as well. So generally in our day-to-day routine, the project which I work, we are using the plugins only.
Okay.
So it's a one-time activation you do, and once you do, you will get this default set of risk for you, and then you can modify these risks. That's not an issue here.
Okay.
Okay, Ji. Okay, anything else on this? Okay, no other questions. So let me go here and pick up this point. Okay, so guys, with this I completed my training course. Okay, and finally it's the time come for the Guru Dakshina. So let me put this video on this recording on off now, finally, for this batch, and we'll discuss about the Guru Dakshina offline on this mode. Okay, so I'm putting it here, and I would like to thanks to each and everyone who is watching these videos, and specifically to all my participants, Ankit, Surya, Ronald, who cooperated with me during this last 42 days, and we are reach here. Don't worry, I'm just stopping the recording and we'll discuss further on this part. Okay, would you like to say anything, guys? The last comments, but don't disconnect the call. Ankit, Surya, Ronald, anything from your side?
It was tremendous journey right from beginning till now. So learn a lot.
अरे यार मेरी तारीफ नहीं करनी थी. ठीक है. Okay, go ahead. Yes, Ronald, you're saying. Go ahead, Ankit. Ankit, go ahead. Okay, Ronald, Surya, anything from your side? हाँ, बोलो Ankit, बोलो.
I was thinking that there were key factors, key fields which we are part of, like we were using on ServiceNow platform, but we were not using the practically. So significance for those key factors, key things were extracted out, and now we know more about it, to be honest.
True. Good. Okay. Surya and Ronald.
Yeah, thanks, Atul, for this. I came with some knowledge and experience on ServiceNow, but it has increased quite a lot through this training. And I've learned quite a lot, which is going to help me in my work, which was my intent of joining this particular training. So thank you very much for it, and for patiently answering all our questions. And thanks to Ankit and Surya as well for their questions, for their contributions towards this training as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks. Don't worry, now you have to give the Guru Dakshina only to me, not to these guys. So if you don't say thanks, then fine. Okay, Surya, coming to you. Let's just only 5 minutes. We have more in bucket now. Yes, Surya.
Yeah, for me, like it's a completely new experience. Like I came with zero knowledge in this, and then like I came to know like enough in this particular domain or industry and all. So like I think like right now I'm having enough knowledge, but I need to keep more time on practicing so that I can make myself perfect in at least implementing these things.
Sure.
And then like it's been very like helpful for me to join with these two experienced guys, so that I came to know more about the stuff and all. And thank you. Finally, thanks for you.
Okay, thanks, buddy. And one more important point which of this batch is that this batch is mainly on the consulting perspective. Till now, I covered 5 or 6 batches. That includes more on the development part, but this is mainly purely on the consulting part actually. And definitely, these trainings are not be successful until I get a feedback or I get a support from my family, my wife, my kid as well. So I want to be thanks to them as well. Okay, so let's stop the recording here and we'll discuss our Guru Darshana then. Okay.